Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome and welcome back. So, last night I was able to get the iOS build working for Orica. It was pretty simple to implement. A couple things is that I'm using capacitor with this, and so I build with one code base, and that allows me to make it so that with one build I am I'm supplying updates to the web, iOS, and Android. So that was the reason why I chose capacitor, or just this path in general, so that I don't have my website, my web app that I have to update, and then I need to update the Android version, and then I need to update the Apple version, with each having its own nuances and potentially certain bugs showing up one place and not the other. This just provides a consistent experience. So for the most part, there are differences, and the differences are mostly wrapped around the subscription payment methods. Outside of that, there aren't really anything else, I guess. So it's features specific to whatever platform we're on. So subscriptions and push notifications. Web could have push notifications, but currently it doesn't, because there's just not too big of a need. If you're already on the page, you don't need a push notification. Maybe in the future I add it, because it could be nice if you're, but it's not as necessary as mobile push notifications, but we'll cover that later. So yeah, we got the build going, and one of the annoying things with the iOS build compared to the Android build was the fact that with iPhone, it has these hardware artifacts, the speaker and the microphone. At least that's what I think they are. And they overlapped with the app. So what I had to do was they have these built-in features that are, I guess, convenient to have now that they're there. So you need to add a meta tag element with the viewport fit property set to cover, so that properly sizes the web portal. And then finally, with the body, we're adding the proper padding so that it doesn't interfere with those hardware artifacts. Now, the app does not go into the speaker, so it looks way better. Before, it was just this Orca logo being hidden. Now it's present. So that was a change that was needed, that's specific to iOS, but with how it's implemented, it really only affects iOS or Safari. So this is really neat, right? It's a really neat solution to publishing these apps. So the other thing that was needed to make this happen was like I was saying, the subscription payment methods. So here I just made a simple plugin in Swift for the capacitor plugin. So here you can see that it's inheriting from the cap plugin class. So it's pretty nice to be able to have everything work with the all the same, but then the only difference is that subscription. I'll just take a sneak peek of what it looks like in the JavaScript land. In React, how do I implement it? Well, we'll just have to register the plugin, and here it is right there. Pay plugin. It knows to find it based off of the let's get to the top here, name of the class here. At least that's what I believe. So it gets the name there, and capacitor will automatically register that plugin. So really cool. Yeah, so this is the base subscription. Unfortunately, um, I can't subscribe yet using any testing methods. Um, the let's see, the main cause is that I need to, let's scroll down. Yeah, ignore that. Right here. In order for me to actually start testing with subscriptions, I need to push my app up for review. Just a test version, at least that's what my understanding is. This was a similar experience with Google Play. So I'm in the process of preparing everything to get this submitted, and one of them is actually a support page, a valid support page. Google Play did not require a legit support page. Apple does. I see as a requirement. So I got flagged for that when I initially opened up the app in the App Store. So I'm just going to implement a really simple one here pretty soon. Should work out pretty well. But yeah, so that's what I'm primarily working on today, is making sure that this will pass the review so that I can actually start making test subscriptions. The implementation is done for the Pay plugin, but I just need to actually be able to make it work. So, what's next? How am I actually building on iOS? Well, so as you can tell, or maybe you didn't, I am remoting in to a machine. Oh, there it is. Yep. This is a remote desktop. So I don't have an Apple product. Well, I do, but that's what's required to build on iOS or Mac OS. So I actually was building Apple apps 8 years ago, about, and I got this old MacBook refurbished. This refurbished MacBook Pro. It's a 2012 model, probably back in 2017, and it worked great. I actually used this as my primary development machine for about 3 years, and loved it. I think the Mac dev experience is great, but one of the sucky parts about the Mac dev experience is, one, upgrading's just really tough. Well, just expensive, and I have a beefy PC, so that's what I prefer to develop on. Anyways, and one of the neat things about this with the 2012 model was that it had a disk drive, DVD drive, which I thought was cool. One of the reasons why I got it. And it was powerful enough to actually have me develop on it, because it was just simple apps that I was building. Just like this, really simple app. You don't really need too much power to get these things running. But it's outdated. I couldn't update it to the modern OS, whatever that is. And that is required to develop on Xcode. So I went to a new service. So this is the Mac and Cloud service, where just for a subscription, you can, they provide so many options. I'm able to remote in to some Mac instance and start developing there. It's okay. I think that the best experience would be to just do remote builds, not have to actually go on the machine. But because of how I'm handling this, actually connecting to the machine and doing some of the development here is what's required. But it's been pretty simple overall. It's just pretty laggy, unfortunately. So if I had to be a serious iOS developer, where I was doing more than just exporting a build from a React web app into an iOS build. This would not be a pleasant experience. Either I'd have to upgrade the resources or just bite the bullet and get another refurbed MacBook. Their refurbed is, I think, a cheap way to do it. So just options. But yeah, this was pretty good. This is the website for Mac and Cloud. Just depending on what your needs are, you can. There are alternatives, but this one seemed to do the job just fine for me. So yeah, I've been able to successfully connect to the App Store with my developer account and start publishing my app for it. So hopefully tomorrow I'll have an update on having it submitted for review and some more progress. So see you guys later. Peace.